Hi! I wanted to do a sketchbook tour because I've finished my very first sketchbook in, well, ever. I really made a concentrated effort to fill a sketchbook rather than just do one page and then give up. It's one of my favourite things to watch on YouTube as well, so I thought I would give it a go at filming mine, given that Inktober starts tomorrow and I'll be having another sketchbook just simply for Inktober. I thought I would finish or film this one. If you're wondering about the stickers on the front, these three are mine. This one is Annika and this one is from Doodle Date. And so is this one, and this one's just the Redbubble sticker that came when I ordered these. The sketchbook itself is a Windsor Newton sketchbook. It was just a cheap one. It's supposed to take watercolour and markers and things like that. They do bleed through, but I haven't really had any issues with them. It is a sketchbook, so it is messy inside. I'm not a professional artist, so it is just me practicing art, and yeah, pretty much practicing for Inktober towards the end of the book. So let's just jump right in. I didn't do anything on the first page because the first page is scary, so I like to leave that blank. And you can see here, or you might not be able to see that I started on the 1st of September. So this is the first 2 pages. I have a little oil. I have this from Procrastinate Artist. I just really liked it and I decided to copy it. You can see here where it's gone through from the other side, and just some pencil sketches. Again, just some pencil sketching, trying to work out proportions. That is a picture of my boyfriend when he won some money on a bet and ended up being able to buy me a Mac. So I decided I would commemorate that with a little doodle. This is a friend of mine's baby. It was her first birthday. Here's a little mushroom guy that I drew. And here is a lot of stuff that was inspired by Annika. I don't really know how she pronounces her name, but she is Angel Gnome on Etsy. And I got this little sticker, and I got a few ACEOs from her. Here's a skull, a terrible skull. This is me planning out my ideas for the ATC It Up with Friends on Instagram. It's run by Pubkins and it's like a monthly swap, so this was my first month and I actually signed up for October instead of September, so I started drawing October sketches and the theme was spectacular before I realised that I should really be doing September's theme, which was hoarders. I don't think that they are the actual plans of them are in this book, but I will pop a picture of them somewhere on the screen, probably like here, I don't know which way I'm filming. This was a plan for a Draw with Jazza monthly competition, but I never ended up finishing it. It was internet IRL. I was going to do a Pinterest sort of design, but I never got around to doing it. Oh, here are my plans for the hoarders cards. Let me just see if I move this. That might be better. Yeah. Okay, so I planned to do tanks of bugs, teddies, and then I thought about sort of pop culture things. So I ended up doing a dragon, a Niffler from Fantastic Beasts, and Dobby with his socks. My other idea was the Tamatoa from Moana with all his hoarding all his gold, but I never got around to doing it before. This is me just practicing proportions, measurements, skull things, stuff like that. Again, this was, I think, Draw with Jazza tutorial. on skulls, and then where to place the facial features. Here's my terrible execution of some of these. Some of these are quite terrifying, especially that one. But yeah, this is a plan. You can't even see it, can you? This is a plan for a art project for my art class, and the theme is bottom of the garden. So I have a pond and lots of animals around the pond and a fairy. This is just a random sketch of a guy being angry, and he's going to be like a necromancer type guy. Some terrible, terrible hands, as you can see by this little guy. Again, another proportion sketch. More hands. I was starting to go to a life drawing class after these pages, so I was trying to practice off pictures online, but it wasn't really getting very good. And this one my boyfriend drew. So yeah, here is a sleepy little dragon. It's like a little fluffy sheep dragon, and that is a terrible self-portrait. I have purple hair. Well, I did when I drew this. I'm dyeing it today actually. And this little sheep dragon, and I don't look anything like that. Here is a witch. I think I coloured this, yeah, with markers. Here's some more hands. Definitely better than the previous ones, but still not great. Here is me and my boyfriend. In Bob's Burgers style. I've actually coloured this digitally. I'll pop that on screen if you want to have a look at it. I've done Rick and Morty as well. Again, that's not in the sketchbook. Here's the day I just couldn't draw at all. I had terrible hands. There was nothing. So art block day. Again, why no art block? And then there's this thing. Did draw a nice little guide on here, but yeah. This was my plans for October. The first day was Swift, so I was thinking fast, or maybe a bird, or some sort of jump, but I've actually ended up, I think I'm going to do Drawtober, whichever one you get a badge at the end if you finish it. Again, I was having a really bad art block day, and then I ended up getting a dip pen, so that's what this is. And then this is acrylic, and it's very raised. It's like bumpy and smooth, and I really just like touching it. That's the only reason. Here is an octopus. This is me playing about with my dip pen. Yeah, so that's that one. Here's a face. Not very good proportion wise, but I'm still practicing. I kind of messed up over here, but sure. This is a terrible portrait of my boyfriend. Like, it looks like his head has been mounted on some sort of bike. But yeah, this was the day he decided he was going to draw with me. So he did a self-portrait of me. I'll pop a link or a picture of that here so you can compare our styles. Here's some more hands practice, and I really like this one, so I kind of burned out the fingers, and you'll see later on in this couple of pages I actually did a bigger version of this. Here's a girl. I'm kind of into the thing of like flames like coming out of your fingers, as you can see from that guy there, and sort of this sort of thing. So I'm sort of getting into the witchy thing for Halloween. Here is a mermaid with her little pet. I have this, I'm going to offer this as a colouring page on my Etsy, and I've got the prints and stuff of this. I watercoloured this, so I'll pop a picture of that somewhere. Here's my first attempt at drawing without construction lines and pencil in ballpoint pen. It was the Staedtler Triplus ballpoint in medium, and it was just a little dinosaur. Here is another witchy person. Yeah, I have this one scanned in digitally too. I'm going to colour it, but I might offer this as a colouring page. Here's a little warrior queen princess line that I was working on. Again, trying to work on poses, that sort of thing. Here is a bone dragon. It is from Warhammer, I believe. It's like a big thing, but I tried to draw the dragon, and I'm thinking of incorporating this into the first day of my October, which is Skeleton Army, but we'll see. Again, some concepts for Drawtober, Skeleton Army, bows and arrows, shields and swords and that sort of thing. Here is my practice on an arm and leg tutorial. Nothing fancy, just practice. Here is a snake woman. Again, portions are off, but this was just a quick sketch. Here is a girl reading a book. Again, trying to practice this sort of pose. The arms aren't quite right, but yeah. Here is the day I got new inks, like actual acrylic ink. So I got a flesh tone, I got a black, a sepia and a red. So from now on you'll probably just see, I think it's all sort of red and black ink. So this is a girl, she is a sticker in my Redbubble shop and my Etsy store. Yeah, so we're starting to get into real Halloween-y type themes now. This is a bigger version of the hand that I said earlier. Again, I haven't printed this one. This is one of my favourite things I've done. Here's a raven with an eyeball. I saw a picture on Pinterest of a raven with a cherry and I just thought, no, it's not Halloween-y enough. It needs to have a nice eyeball. This is a girl. It was supposed to be a wolf, but it sort of ended up being like a Scottish terrier. This is one of my favourite things I've drawn. It is sort of like a horror version of Louise Belcher from Bob's Burgers. This is a sticker as well, and it's the first thing that's going on in my new sketchbook. I think I really love the simplicity of the black with the red. Yeah. Then I got a red and blue pencil. One of these construction pencils. It's just a Cores sort of pencil because I wanted to draw on something other than graphite because I found it was smudging quite a lot. So yes, that's just some practices with that, and here's some pen tests and ink and eraser tests and then inking over the top. And then here's a witch woman in this pencil. I've scanned her in, I'm going to probably line her digitally. A devil with a little kitty, again lining it digitally. This is me today because my boyfriend has brought home the flu or cold from work, so this is how I feel. I wish I was bundled up like this. This is some practice of plaits, braids, whatever you call them. Here. I was dyeing my hair today and I don't know if you can actually see that, but I felt like I had ice cream on my head, so I thought I would draw that. And just got a little flake and a little cherries and chocolate sauce drips, which I'll probably ink in red ink. Two little mushroom characters. I've been really into drawing mushrooms lately because of the bottom of the garden theme that I have at my art class. I'm doing a mushroom portrait for that. And that is the end of my sketchbook. So yeah, thank you for watching my first sketchbook tour. This is my Instagram name. Etsy is something, I think it's Leah Art Creations, and Redbubble name is the same. This is my name. And yeah, hopefully you will subscribe and I will put out more sort of art videos. I want to film some of my Inktober sketch drawings, whatever, and I'll probably upload another sketchbook tour once I get on to sketchbook number 2. Bye!